Hello, 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 and welcome to another edition of the Brian Colletto Show on LinkedIn and YouTube by way of Restream. And if this should ever be repurposed to other platforms, wherever you may listen to podcasts and live shows. So let's dive right in. So, on the autism segment, I'm not looking at my screen right now. I'm looking at another article that I have open. Um, I just saw that a study has found that autism and ADHD have distinct brain connectivity signatures, study finds. Now, I'm not going to read the entire article to you guys because that would just be boring, and I'm trying to keep this um, to a minimum time um, because otherwise people don't view this on YouTube. But what I will summarize is that these are the most well known neurodevelopmental conditions estimated to affect approximately 1 to 3% and 5 to 7% of the global population, respectively. While people diagnosed with ASD can experience difficulties with social communication, repetitive behaviors, and a heightened sensitivity to sensory stimuli, those diagnosed with ADHD are often prone to hyperactivity, impulsivity, and inattention, which makes it harder for them to focus on tasks for extended periods of time. I'm going to read a few quotes from um, people in this article saying ASD and ADHD often co occur, although it remains unclear whether these conditions share common neurobiological foundations or exhibit distinct alterations in resting state brain connectivity. In another quote, um, autism traits and diagnosis were associated with reduced connectivity between the thalamus, putamen, salience, ventral attention, and frontoparietal networks, whereas ADHD traits showed the opposite pattern. Hyperconnectivity between the default mode and dorsal attention networks was observed with both autism and ADHD groups relative to neurotypical individuals and associated with ADHD traits. Despite frequent co-occurrence, autism and ADHD traits exhibit distinct neural signatures with small affecting subtle associations. Now, I have alluded before in the past that about how I thought that there's a correlation with autism and ADHD. I'm diagnosed on the spectrum, not diagnosed with ADHD, but I definitely feel like I have some of that because it's hard to keep attention for long periods of time on things. So while I definitely agree that more studying needs to be done, um, I do think that we have come a long way with uh, correlating autism and ADHD together. And this article uh, proves that there are a lot of similarities, though differences. So um, that is my segment about autism. Now, events over the past week that I went to, so there weren't that many actually. On Wednesday, I attended one of the local Chamber of Commerce's annual dinners. Um, I've known this chamber for about 2 years now. This was my first time attending their annual awards dinner. And so I got to see for myself what it's like. They were right. It is a lot of people that come, and a few people are given awards, and it was well run. And it was hard trying to get to as many people as possible, but at the same time, it was great to see everybody that I did. Over the weekend, um, I went to the annual Garwood Rock Street Fair, my sixth time attending that one, and that was fun as usual. Although the vendors were a little different. Um, it wasn't as exciting for me, but I enjoyed speaking to every vendor that I did, and I enjoyed the car show. Um, it was very cool. Um, a lot of them I've seen before, but there were a few that I hadn't, and it was nice and windy, so I actually wore a sweatshirt there slash fleece. I I wore it, didn't take it off, so that was fun. Um, and yeah, I my cough symptoms continued a little bit, and it did bottom out on uh, Thursday morning because of that Wednesday night event that I was talking about. Um, there was something I ate, and it briefly made me sick during the night, and that's as far as I will go with what I'm saying on video here because I don't want to trigger anyone in a bad way. But to be clear, um, the this particular illness did not last very long. It was a matter of just getting it out during the night, and then I had taken the day off from work anyway, so I just spent the day recovering, and I was still able to do my some of my regular activities, albeit slower, and that's where I'm at. So I do have something I'm attending this week. I will share more information after I've gone to that event um, in my next live. And happy June 2025. And I hope to be back for another episode next week. And until the next time I come on, I send you all love, light, blessings, and peace. Take care.